Hello and welcome back to Stop and Go F1 for this breaking news video. And unfortunately, it's some breaking news that realistically is not breaking news. Daniel Ricciardo is out of Racing Bulls. Liam Lawson will replace him for the remainder of the season. And the reason I say this isn't breaking news is because realistically, we all knew this was happening. After the Singapore Grand Prix, it was incredibly obvious that that was the end of Daniel Ricciardo's time in that team. But for some really strange reason, nobody wanted to say. And I really just sit here. Firstly, congratulations to Liam Lawson. He's a fantastic Formula One driver. He proved himself when he replaced Ricciardo last year whilst Ricciardo was out injured. I look forward to seeing what he does in the remainder of the season. I think he's great. We'll maybe come back around to him a bit in the end. But the way that they've handled this is dreadful. Because, Ricciardo, he hasn't been fantastic, let's not get it wrong. He's had a few really good races, but overall he's been okay throughout the year. The start of the year was really quite bad, but he's got better and better. Nowhere near the standards we've come to expect of him, but still not very bad. Then we go into Singapore, and there's the whole thing of this could be the end for him, but nobody wants to confirm anything. Then at the end, they act like it is the end for him, but still refuse to confirm anything. And here we are, less than a week later, on a random Thursday, and they just say, yeah, that was the end. Why not say before Singapore? Because realistically, what's changed? Were they just expecting him to have a fantastic race in Singapore? Then they go, oh no, let's keep him. Because, it's not like a Logan Sargent situation where he's been consistently dreadful. I don't really understand the thought process behind this. There's rumours that maybe Lawson has a contract that says that he would have so many races this year. I just dropped my pen. So many races this year, so he had to get in the car at some point, and if that's the reason why, then that's the reason why. But why could they not come out and say, if that is it, if Lawson has to have a certain amount of races this year, why not, before Singapore, come out and say, this is Ricciardo's last race for us, Lawson's coming in, this is our big goodbye to Daniel Ricciardo? How does that change anything? Apart from actually making everything a hell of a lot better, rather than be in this suspenseful situation where even Lauren Mekies, who's supposed to be the team principal of the team, doesn't know who his driver lineup is, because it's not his decision, it seems. I don't know whose decision this actually is. It's some faceless, nameless person who's made this decision. But for me, the way they've handled this is absolutely dreadful, because you just have sent Ricciardo out there without any real knowledge of what's going to happen. Everyone just treated it like it was his last race, which it turns out it was. It's just, why? What changes if we actually know? It's just, this is so stupid. And Red Bull have such respect for Daniel Ricciardo, and they have treated him relatively well throughout of his career. It was Ricciardo who left them, not the other way around. And, when he left McLaren, they welcomed him back as the third driver, then obviously promoted him to this position, and they've treated him well. So why, at the end, do they just go, actually, Daniel, we've thought about it again, and we're going to treat you dreadfully now? I just don't understand it whatsoever. It makes no sense to me. But here we are. For the rest of the season, Daniel Ricciardo will be out of the car and Liam Lawson will be in. Okay, like I said, Liam Lawson is great. He's a fantastic driver. I look forward to seeing what he does. But, when he comes in now, it's just a bad taste in your mouth. And it's nothing to do with Lawson, because Lawson's done great. And obviously he's done nothing wrong. But there's just this whole feeling of just like, oh, well, this is a bit uncomfortable, isn't it? And that's not what you want with this new young driver coming up. Now, there is conspiracy theories up and around everywhere that this isn't the end of Daniel Ricciardo's career and that we could see him back still this year in the Red Bull. The rumour going round is that Red Bull want to get the Mexican Grand Prix out of the way to reap the benefits of that whilst having Sergio Perez in the car, then dropping for Daniel Ricciardo, which is so stupid. To say Daniel Ricciardo isn't good enough for your second team but is good enough for your top team makes no sense whatsoever. There's rumours now that these last few races are Liam's audition to be in the Red Bull next year to replace Checo. Then who knows where Checo goes? Does he go to the Racing Bulls? Does Daniel Ricciardo come back again? This is such a mess. Red Bull is a huge mess right now. In the car, out of the car, behind the scenes, on the track, everything about them is a mess. This is just another layer that they have on top of this huge mess they have already. It's just dreadful, and I don't understand what's going on. Again, I wish the best of luck to Liam Lawson, because he is really good, and I think he will continue to be really good. Because, when we saw him last year, he was there or thereabouts with Yuki Tsunoda without much experience whatsoever, and he probably has had more experience from that to get to this position now, so I think he'll just get better and better and better. But it's so bloody weird. Let me know what you think, because I don't have much else to say on this. There's a big video out here on the channel tomorrow, so that'll be fun. More fun than this. I will see you then. Until then, have a good one. Goodbye.